Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and it's been a long time. And today we are going to start with our SAT maths. It's like one of the first lectures, and we're also going to do the SAT English, but we're going to start with SAT maths. So our first ever topic is linear equations. It's very easy topic, so I guess everyone can easily understand, and we probably have practiced it in our classes. Like if you have been like in 8th or 7th grade, it's very easy for you, but it's like a quick revision for linear equations, and it's even like one of the first topics that you should know. So we are going to start with our algebraic session. That's like algebraic session, and the first topic is linear equations. So we should know what is a linear equation first. Linear equation is something which has an equal sign, right? So equal sign represent this. Okay, equal sign is like this. And for instance, if I take an example could be 2x, right, plus 1 equals to 0. So this equal sign represents to an equation which is a linear equations. We are going to later on, when we'll one by one learn, we'll also learn its type, but right now we're going for a basic thing. So that's a linear equation. And then we have linear inequality, which is a different thing, where we use this greater sign and lesser than sign, which probably we have practiced in our classes before. So I know this is like a bit of thing that I've already done, but I think we're going to repeat it once again. It's very easy. What I'm just going to teach you is the rule of equivalence, which is very important, right? Equivalence. What is equivalence? You probably might already know, but it's sometimes we usually do some stuff, but we don't know its terms. So when you're going to understand it, that's going to be very easy for you. So if I go with like equivalence, if I go with an example, we're always going to understand with an example. We have an example of 3x equals to okay, no, not 3x. We're going to have 3 equals to x, okay, plus 1 equals to minus x equals to 5. So this is a very simple thing. What is the first step that we are going to take while solving this equation? What do you guys think? If I think, and if I boggle around, I think I will first of all open the bracket and solve it. So it's very easy to solve. What we're going to do is 3x equals to plus 3, and then we're going minus x and 5, right? This is very simple. See, this is very simple. But what is the rule of equivalence of this? This was such an easy thing that we did right now. The equivalence tells us that, for instance, this was the first equation. I made some changes by solving it further. But do you think that just because I made some changes of opening the bracket, will it give me an accurate answer? The x, because the linear equation main propaganda or the main point is to find the value of x. Will my solution, the opening of my bracket, will give me an incorrect answer, or will give me a different answer that this statement will have? No, because it's not making a difference in the situation. As the situation was, this is the same situation, but I solved it further. So that is the rule of equivalence, doing something into the equation which is not going to change the answer of x in total. So that's equivalence. One more equivalence that we can work for is, for instance, if I go for 3x so if I go for 2x plus 3, right, and if I go for like 3 equals to 5, so does it make any change right now? No. Why? Because 3x minus x is going to happen anyway, so it's just going to give me the same answer. That is the rule of equivalence, and it's very easy. If you follow it further, so what you're going to do is 2x equals to 5 and minus 3, which is going to 2x and 2 equals to 2, and then we're going to get 1. Okay, so this was very easy, and that was like the basic linear equation that we talked about. But what this worksheet holds for us, this worksheet actually holds us like some more examples. That will be very easy to understand, right? So without any further ado, let's start. So first example is very easy. What it is a balancing method, and then this is function machine method, which is just explaining it in more detail, which is not required for us, right? So we're just going to focus on this. So it says that 8a minus 5 equals to 11. What is the first instinct that you have in your mind is just to move that minus x into here, which will become a plus x, plus 5. I'm sorry. So one thing that if you are new to this and you have never solved linear equation, which I doubt, but if you don't remember, like if you have question that why do we move it, it's minus, and why it will go there and it will become plus, guys, I got you there. Because you should always know that something, for instance, if we have 2 minus 1 equals to 1, this minus 1 will always go to this side and it will become plus, because that's the rule. That's the rule of linear equation. That's the rule, because anything that will move this to that side, it will change the sign. If it's going to be multiply here, you'll divide it here. If it's multiplying here, you'll divide it here. Stuff like that happens, right? So this is one of the way, and these are like the very basic things that we know. But what we are going to focus on is this method, because that's a fraction method. In linear equations, they can give you fractions. A linear equation actually includes a constant, which is constant can be 5. Like for instance, 5 here is a constant, while it can include a variable, which is an x, and it can include a coefficient, which is like for instance 5x, it is a coefficient which has variable plus constant. So I hope that's also clear. So what, it's very easy to solve. What will you do in first will be taking this minus 5 to here, which will become 9, and then you're going to take this, because it's being like divided here, so you'll take there and it will become multiply, and then you will multiply 9 with 12, it will give you 108. So this is very easy. So here what happened, the coefficient was with in a fraction way. The coefficient can be in 12x, or it can be also x around 12, so it was in a fraction way. So this is some of the questions that we will come across while solving this linear equation, and definitely this is not the only topic of linear equation that we are exploring. In my next videos we'll talk about the types of linear equation, and because the challenge is going to get harder, and linear equations has different ways to solve. First, so I can give you a guess. For instance, like probably they'll give you 2x plus 1, and they'll say using this equation tell 8x minus 112 equals to what, right? So it might ask you stuff like that, which will be very confusing, which is something that we are going to explore further. So a very easy way to solve will be to find the value of x, right? First you find the value of x from here, like if we have there, like there's 0, and once you find the value of x, you're going to put the value of x here, and you're going to find down answer. It's very simple, but it has one more way that we're going to explore very soon, and I hope you guys understood this very